Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Top Hat Chat. Today on Top Hat Chat we are up quite late.
We are indeed. It's nearly 10 p.m. That's past my bedtime.
For Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
We're very excited about this, aren't we?
Of course.
We always are about all Nintendo products and releases.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? I love Nintendo products because sometimes I get like 40,000 views moaning about them and I make lots of money. So how can I not get excited about that?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a slightly different format because what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be watching it live and filming our reactions and our discussion. And I'm just going to add some little stills in the corner somewhere, probably that side. And we're going to figure it out that way and do something slightly different. So hopefully the format's okay for everybody. We're just going to wait for it to start. So we'll do a little jump cut about here, in a few minutes.
Got an itchy nose.
We'll be in and you'll get to see our reactions. So, little jump cut and we'll be in. Okay, so this is it. Nintendo Direct, March 2018.
Or as I like to refer to it, Nintendo Direct. Turn it up.
Turn it up a little bit.
You stupid idiot, you've bloody turned it over.
Sorry.
No, you're going to have to watch it on there for a
Okay,
second.
we can do that. I hit the wrong button.
I don't know how to use remotes, I'm old school.
We'll fix it then.
Amazing start. Now give it to me, I'll press the buttons.
Okay, you do buttons. Okay, so first of all,
play Wario's strangely satisfying micro games.
We have a WarioWare game.
With classics and new additions, there are 300 micro games to enjoy, making this the biggest entry in the series.
Okay, so
I do love WarioWare, gotta say.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
And microphone. Only Wario could come up with this many control schemes. Think fast. Playstyle is required for this one. Better figure it out.
So a WarioWare game's not too bad, really.
I like that they bring out the new game on the Nintendo 3DS because they only like releasing old games on the new hardware.
Yeah.
What's that about?
No, it is strange.
Wouldn't it make more sense to put this on the Switch since that's the system with no games?
Yeah, it would.
WarioWare Gold launches August 3rd.
Oh, August. Okay, so it's still quite a wait for that as well. So they're planning on 3DS quite a long way. So.
Race down enemy Groks and rock them in battle to defend frontier villages.
I don't like the prequel to this game.
What is it?
Just some like crap indie game, in my opinion. Yes.
Oh, okay.
This time,
tower defense genre.
Team up with your own animalized Mii character. Be strategic and use your whole team.
What do you think of Mii's?
Mii's, I don't like them at all. I think they look awful. I think they're very childlike. Which is lovely for children, but it's not lovely for me.
Even
get
that?
it?
No, I didn't.
It's not lovely for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mii's aren't lovely for me.
Mii's make me re.
The demo version of the game will be available for download May 10th.
Well, at least they're doing a demo for this one. So that's not so bad, I suppose.
There's no physical version though, so the game may as well not exist in my opinion.
Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers.
You can't touch it.
Yeah.
It's abstract. It doesn't exist.
Does feel a bit
The
pointless.
brothers and Bowser still better together?
Oh, okay.
Nintendo DS classic Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is back for more gut-busting adventures.
Re-release.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi.
So they're porting a game from the Nintendo DS to the 3DS, which is ridiculous. Bothering to porting a game on an old system to another old system.
At least we know that Nintendo aren't just screwing Switch owners; they're also screwing 3DS owners, which is lovely, really, isn't it?
It does look slightly better than the original version, if I recall. But
Well, a port should. That's the very least that a port should do. It should
but
look
there was
better
nothing
than
wrong with the old version. So, in fact, the old version looked better because the old version was in 2D, and 2D generally always looks better than 3D, doesn't it? Yeah, the old version looks better significantly. So I don't know why it's done that.
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey launches in 2019.
And that's a long way away for a 3DS game. They are still looking at actively supporting it then, which is good, I suppose, for 3DS owners.
But ports. At
But
this
again,
stage,
it's old. It's very old.
although someone will get annoyed and say it's not a port, it's a remake. That's what someone will say because they touched it up.
Welcome to Rhyme City. where humans and Pokemon
This doesn't even look like a real game to me. This looks like something that would appear in an episode of South Park about games.
This is Detective Pikachu.
Yes, which in my opinion should star Rob Schneider.
Why is that?
Because he was in all those stupid films in South Park where it goes, Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That's what this game reminds me of. Derpty derpty diddly dum.
Yeah. It does feel very much like that. That's not something that I'm going to be purchasing. I mean, that's...
Extra large Detective Pikachu amiibo figure, which
and they're throwing amiibos at you as well. Wonderful.
That mysterious mansion has reappeared in the Nintendo 3DS remake.
So
remake
again.
Why?
Oh god. Oh my god. This is not cool. I'm going to centralise you on the...
I've owned this game for so many years.
I'm going to centralise you a little bit.
So many years.
There we go.
Like, surely if you don't own this game by now, you obviously didn't want it in the first place. Would that not be the logic?
That would be my logic. Have they done anything different to it?
No, that's just a GameCube game on the 3DS. And again, porting old games to an old system as well. What's that?
Yeah.
What is that about? Is that even worse than doing it to the Switch, would you say?
I think it has to be. I mean, again, there's a certain portability aspect which would be nice.
It's good to keep the system alive.
And you can see there, it's got like a map and stuff, which could be handy. But really?
The ghost of your past battles in the new boss rush mode.
Okay, it's a boss rush mode, which is pointless. But it's there. And it's a thing.
I hope at the end of this video they show games what I've never seen before. Wouldn't that be amazing? Headlines, there we go.
Okay.
So at least they admit it was rubbish.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep the headlines coming.
That's not his real voice.
No, it's not.
It's not moving with his
It's
mouth.
time for Nintendo Switch.
Okay, Switch stuff now, okay. I'm slightly more interested in this.
Make friends with those characters? Kirby Star Allies finally launches next week. As you fight through your adventure, you'll reach dream palaces where, surprise, even fan-favorite legacy characters can become Kirby's friends. Well, dream friends anyway. When you're saving the world, it's nice to have some heavy hitters on your side, even the likes of King Dedede, Meta Knight, and Bandana Waddle Dee.
They've got lovely names.
See, this game looks fine. My only issue with it is it's like it's got new Super Mario Brothers syndrome. They keep making Kirby games at the moment, and all of them look and play exactly like this.
Yeah.
Like they already pretty much brought this game out on the original Wii, and there's 2 games like it on the 3DS as well. So this is the 4th game.
I kind of like what they're doing at the moment though. They're going through heritage, so they're talking about old games and stuff that comes from old games. Like that. I'm going to be fair to Nintendo just for a second. I know we don't do this very often, but at least they're like putting stuff from older games and kind of giving it some heritage.
Yes.
You know?
Oh yeah, a quick reminder. A free demo is available now in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch.
Like 2 games in that style was enough for me. I never got round to playing the 3rd one, and that's obviously the 4th one now. So
returns with new artistic touches.
So what's the...
Okami, the grand adventure in classical Japanese style, rises again.
They've remade it.
Again. So basically, they made this game on the PS2, then it got ported to the Wii, then it got ported to the PS3, then it got ported to the PS4 and Xbox One. Now it's been ported to the Switch, so it's a really old game being ported over again.
I played the PS2 version, I'm sure, and it's a really interesting...
It's
an interesting game. It doesn't play like anything. Like, it's really unique in that respect.
But it's nothing, again, like they said, why was this not in the beginning of the presentation? Because again, this isn't something to care about.
Oh, motion controls, sorry.
The motion controls made the Wii version of this game the worst version ever, I might add. They didn't work very well at all.
Yeah, no, I wasn't excitedly talking about motion controls. I was saying they're forcing motion controls on you. Again, we've talked about this before, and it's something that I personally don't like. I mean, this is a game that
I've played this game with and without motion controls. Without motion controls, it's significantly better. I will add that. I have experienced both versions.
I would give it a go, I think, maybe.
You can get it on the
oh, wait, hold on.
for about $5.
With conveyor belt sushi action, it's Sushi Striker, the way of Sushido. The story takes place after the bitter...
This has no place in the Western world.
No, it's not culturally relevant.
No.
Wage all-out conveyor belt sushi battles to defeat the Empire and topple its sushi monopoly.
They should leave this one in Japan.
To be fair though, I really like the story. Sushi Monopoly with it, like, I can get this.
then throw them all at your opponent. Mix up your strategies to crush your enemies. If you manage to pull off a special move created by one of your sushi sprites, you may be able to get the upper hand in battle. Of course, there's a multiplayer mode too. Battling fellow sushi strikers online can get intense. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido launches simultaneously on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS June 8th.
I may give that a skip.
More travelers, more details, and more launch info.
Okay.
Hello, this is Masashi Takahashi from Square Enix. Today,
Square
I have
Enix
three
game.
news items to share with you. First, I'd like to introduce two more main characters.
What lies beyond the horizon?
Okay.
Meet Tressa the Merchant. She sets off to find her own adventure and gain experience in her job. Her path to action is purchase.
Don't like the art style.
Which means she
I think
can
there's
use
worse
special
art styles.
I'm such a
powers.
critic. I don't like anything.
I think there's worse art styles.
Simple as
I think that there's not many
It's a
games
craze.
that are
It's a
like
craze I
this.
don't
Yeah,
like.
maybe.
They design everything to
Embarks on
look
his journey to heal those suffering across
budget
the
on
world.
purpose, and it looks tacky.
His path to action
Yeah.
is inquire.
Maybe it's because these games are budget. They
Yeah.
don't want to spend a lot of money,
Like-
so it's a way of making
It's
stuff cheap and getting away
2D
with it.
sprites on a 3D world.
Next,
Yeah.
let's talk about jobs.
There's
in
too
battle.
much like it these days.
Characters
Yeah.
start out with a base job, but they can equip an additional job to use in battle. For instance, if another character like the merchant Tressa equips the dancer job,
It looks ridiculous.
combined jobs and abilities expand the strategic options.
Like, what's it
It-
supposed to look like?
It's a turn-based JRPG, and I haven't played a good one in a long time.
We know
I'd
that
like
the
to try
I'm
it.
talking about the art style. What is that supposed
the
to
art style.
represent?
game launches.
Why is it 3D and like got those odd sprite work as well? That doesn't make sense.
Additionally,
Yeah,
we will offer
I
a
will
special
agree.
version of the
It looks stupid.
I will agree, but
Is it meant to look?
a decent turn-based JRPG,
places of origin.
there isn't very many of those at the moment.
Yes. Can't judge the gameplay. I just
So-
don't like the art style.
To be honest,
Don't know
the
the
gameplay's enticing me in. I'm actually almost excited. The art style isn't great, but I personally I don't mind it.
Yeah, I could get over it. To
I
be
think that's
honest,
what.
but-
If the gameplay is good, then
Yeah,
it's worth a play.
I
Definitely.
agree with that because I've said it a million times on this channel. Gameplay isn't just about graphics.
Yeah.
Rarely about graphics of anything.
Yeah.
I just think it's ugly.
So that's not too far away, the July 13th, and there is a demo available.
What the
So
bloody hell's that?
don't worry about that.
enters the game world. The legendary gaming console, the Death Drive Mark II. Travis Touchdown wanders into the game world. And
Okay, hold on.
Okay, there's a reason at least, so they've got an excuse.
inside
Yeah.
is an action game, racing, puzzles, a total of 7 different game titles. With his beam katana in hand, he vows to exterminate every last bug he finds. Sharing his simple yet exhilarating basic attacks and his arsenal of skill attacks to cut them down to size.
What are your first
A
thoughts?
brutal boss lurks at the end of each game.
This one's impressed me more than the other so far, by the looks of it,
To crush them.
because they've given a reason for the stuff this time.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad for the sake of being bad.
Yeah.
With the one and only Bad Man. Did we mention the adventure mode, which tells a new
That
story?
looks a little bit Metal Gear
Travis
Solid-ish.
Strikes Again, No More Heroes, launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in 2018.
At some point this year. So that's something that we can actually be excited about.
Dark Souls,
It's okay.
Every challenge is an opportunity. Plus, Amiibo.
Plus Amiibo! Like, that's something to be excited about.
A world wrought with despair and hope.
Pokes.
In the seemingly endless cycle of death, one clean victory becomes a moment you'll never forget. Now you can savor your accomplishments anytime, anywhere for the first time on console with Nintendo Switch. Before launch, there's going to be a network test, so players can try the game. If this
Okay.
will be your first Dark Souls experience, welcome to a brave new world. Separately, the Solaire of Astora amiibo will be released.
Right, first of all, that looks very Holy Grail-ish.
Praise the Soundmaster with reckless
It does.
It does, doesn't it? That looks exactly like
and the Solaire
Holy
of
Grail.
Astora amiibo will be
And Dark
released.
Souls, again, it's another port.
I
Remastered.
can't even complain about it anymore. It's got too ridiculous.
Yeah.
So far,
I mean,
I have a quick reminder. Did you hear that My Nintendo members can now redeem gold points for digital games and
Yes,
DLC
I got an
on the
email about
Switch
it.
System?
I preferred when I got physical gifts.
Yeah.
Checkout process in Nintendo eShop.
But at least if it's free eShop games, it's not so bad.
Nintendo website.
You know?
Visit the
Although you
Nintendo
do get
website
more
to learn
points
more.
if you download than if you buy
Okay,
physical.
we have more
Do you?
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch headlines. But first, let's shine a nice long spotlight on one title in particular. Please take a look.
We knew this was going to happen.
All-star roster of Mario.
It looks good, what I've seen of it so far.
Yeah, but again, it's a tennis game. Like how? Like
No, it's a tennis RPG.
Mario Tennis Aces.
It was anything like the ones from the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy
I mean,
Advance.
it will be. But personally, I don't know how long you can play a tennis game for.
Well, to be fair, the one on the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance are bloody lot, I can tell you that.
Yeah, did you get a lot of
Yes.
gameplay out of
Probably
it?
my favourite Game Boy Color game was Mario
Really?
Tennis, yes, honestly.
Maybe we should give that a go
Yes.
at some point. Because I'm struggling to get excited about this.
Top spin.
I mean, with the total...
Slice.
Maybe we should play the Color one on stream.
Yeah, maybe we could give that a go. We could do a Nintendo Direct stream. And just play all the stuff that... should,
And then shoot.
that they
All
should
the
be
games that are
talked
going to be coming out,
Yeah.
play them now.
We can play like them now.
The all-new Zone Shot. It lets you pinpoint any spot you want to aim at using motion controls.
Luigi's Mansion, though.
You got motion controls, sorry. Yeah, more motion controls. I just want to point that out again. But I can see this being okay.
Your racket will take some
Because you use the motion controls to point a shot on the screen to get exactly where you want it to be.
It'll break.
So
To forfeit if it's your last one.
I can see how that would be beneficial. I can see how that would add to the gameplay experience, which is nice. But what you just said there about Luigi's
Don't give
Mansion,
up hope. You can stop
um,
a zone shot with a
that was a
trick shot with perfect
So
timing.
random.
Unexpected-
A really old game on a really old... being re-released on a really old system.
yeah. It's very.
It's no small feat.
It's surprising,
Just
but not in a good way.
That's where
Yes.
zone shot comes
Is that fair? I think it is.
Like, imagine if someone said that to you before you watched this, they're going to make Luigi's Mansion a game on the 3DS.
Yeah, like
Perform incredible
out of all of the games that they would possibly put there, I wouldn't have thought that would have been one. Although
instant win card.
GameCube games on the 3DS, bearing in mind that
Powerful zone shot.
3DS games,
Thing is, they made a new Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS like 5 years ago.
did they?
Yes, which was a lot better than the original. That's what's funny about it. They've slapped together the old worse one. Just
Oh, that's depressing. But we talked about this a little while ago. We talked about the 3DS and stuff, and the fact that the original 3DS couldn't even play Super Nintendo.
no, apparently.
And
That's what people said, wasn't it?
apparently, and the new 3DS can. So is that going to be a new 3DS exclusive or something that can actually finally play GameCube games? Like, seriously.
It's a risky
Well, I'm
maneuver.
putting some inflection that's
Oh, well,
unnecessary
like, how could
inflection,
it?
but
It's
seriously.
like you're saying how can it play GameCube games when apparently it couldn't play
Yeah,
SNES
that's
games?
exactly what I'm trying to say, but I'm frustrated.
The age will get big.
I'm trying to get my words out.
Fill up your gauge, and it's go time. Initiate your ultimate shot.
To be fair though, I
Special
prefer
shot.
Mario's hat there than the one in
Use
Odyssey.
your energy in a big way.
Like, 'cause it looks like this.
This
No,
is
because hats don't need stupid eyes.
That's true.
It may even
My hat
destroy
doesn't have
your
eyes.
opponent
Neither does
right
mine.
in one hit. However, not even a special shot guarantees a win.
If I'm thinking about getting a subscribe button on the hat, what do you think of that?
What, a physical one? If somebody comes up and touches the hat, they can immediately
That'd
subscribe.
be great. wouldn't
This
it?
is how uninteresting this game is though.
What
We
was
started
it?
talking about your hat, like halfway through the big announcement, like.
But this is what happens when I watch real tennis.
So you're saying that it's a realistic Mario tennis
Yeah,
RPG?
because playing tennis is quite fun in real life, but watching it's not fun, so this would
No.
be the same. Which would probably mean if we did a stream on Mario Tennis, it wouldn't be very good to watch.
No,
Because
probably
tennis is
not.
boring to watch.
Yeah.
Non-stop, split-second strategies may be the best part about Mario Tennis Aces.
Hmm.
Purists rejoice. You can also play using simple rules, which means only basic shots are allowed.
Ah, that means no motion control, surely.
Once you connect
I don't
online,
know.
Maybe, but again, I think I think this is a game where actually motion controls could work.
events
I genuinely believe that.
will be held, allowing you to compete against other players.
Um,
Matchmaking is
they're talking a lot about online.
As a participation bonus, you can get special outfits.
Do you think they're going to talk about
There's
like
also Swing,
online
which
subscription
allows you to use your Joy-Con
in this
for
direct?
tennis
Or
runs.
do you reckon they'll wait
Seems
for the next
it'd
one?
be a silly thing to hold. It's only 10 minutes left. It seems to be an odd thing they'd save until last.
They'd probably get it like right at the start, just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're charging for
So
it.
the,
Anyway,
the last thing they put on would be something they deem to be a big deal. So probably one of the best Wii U games they've not already announced was being ported together. So it would be something really stupid.
I'm gonna put my faith in Nintendo and say it's gonna be something good.
I think it's just going to be we're going to port Mario Maker to the Switch. I put money on it.
Oh, do you think?
We'll see.
A Mario Maker port to the Switch is something that could happen, or maybe a new Mario Maker game completely.
No, they wouldn't do that. Too lazy.
Do you think?
We'll see. Mario Maker is my hunch at the moment.
That would be almost interesting.
Because it's easy to make a Mario Maker game, surely. They've already got
the basis
assets,
for
that's
it,
what I'm
yeah.
And
Okay,
when
announcing. Let's have a
As we
look.
approach the game's launch, you
Oh
can
no, it's
sign
announcing
up
this again.
for pre-launch online
I thought we were
tournaments.
done with Mario Tennis.
That way, you can try out Mario Tennis Aces for yourself.
Mario Penis.
We'll announce
Yes.
details at a later
I'm not-
date, so please stay tuned.
I'm not excited by this, and this seems to be like the most exciting thing that they've done. That was cringy.
We'll have more on Mario Tennis Aces in the future. Let's continue with some Nintendo Switch headlines.
Captain Toad is ready to explore.
Please be a new game, because the first Captain
Captain
Toad's game was
Treasure
great.
Tracker is bound for Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Explore a variety of tricky sandbox style levels.
It's just being
inspired by
ported
Japanese
again.
box
Is it a port?
art
Yes.
Hakoniwa.
It's another Wii U
Oh.
game.
Camera can touch the screen for a better view of hidden treasures.
I love this game, but
And
I completed
this
it years ago.
we've included
100%ed it
Super
years
Mario
ago.
Odyssey levels, too.
Oh, they've got
Wait.
Odyssey levels, new levels.
Now you can
Okay.
explore locales from a variety of kingdoms.
But how many
Check
new
out
levels?
Udon City.
Well, New Donk City. I don't know if you actually got that far in Odyssey before you turned it off.
Did you know Captain Toad also appeared in Super Mario Odyssey?
Yeah, he did.
He was in Mario Galaxy as well. He originates from Mario Galaxy.
By sharing a pair of Joy-Con controllers. While one player controls Captain Toad, the other can assist with things like
I would want a lot of content, extra content to buy this game, which it can't be much.
The fact that
surely.
the thing is, the fact that you're even considering buying this again means you must have really enjoyed
Yeah, it was
it.
a very amazing game, actually. Amazing.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker launches July 13th.
But
Okay.
the fact that it's just called, it hasn't even got an extra name, so it would suggest they haven't got hardly anything extra. So it's just
Yeah. Okay, what's this?
Undertale.
Is it Undertale?
Yes.
You got that straight away. That's an annoying noise.
But will it be physical?
If it's not, I'm going to be really annoyed because I haven't played Undertale.
I've already
and
got the
really
physical. I've got it on
wanted
the
to.
Vita already, so I've already got it on a handheld. Was significantly better than the Nintendo Switch, so it'd be a bit pointless me getting it on the Switch.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've heard of this game and from what I've seen of the gameplay, I'm really going to enjoy it. Coming eventually.
See, that can't. It's such a small game. There can't be any issue porting that over.
Crashes Nintendo Switch. The impossible
Okay.
is impossible until it happens. All three original Crash Bandicoot games are debuting on a Nintendo system for the very first time. Spin, jump.
It's a port, but this is the most exciting port.
Yes, it is. It's cool. That's quite cool to see, isn't it?
And to be fair, the Switch is a decent console to have these kind of games on.
Yes, because to be fair, yeah, Crash Bandicoot is a very old game now. So to play it on a handheld, it would suit a handheld.
Yeah, it would. It would definitely.
Well, it does suit a handheld because I bloody play it on a Vita. So.
I'm glad I didn't buy it on PlayStation now.
The only thing is, by the time this comes out, the PlayStation version will be worth £10, and they'll be expecting you to pay £60 for
50
this
or
version.
60,
so
yeah.
I seriously doubt I'll buy it. Then I'll just buy
July
it.
10th.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's quite a
the
while.
PlayStation 4 version will be worthless. So there's
Yeah.
no reason to ever buy it on the Switch.
Little Nightmares.
That's old as well.
That's a port. And that's worth about £7. It's right, still fine.
Do you know what this says about everything, though? It shows you that if a system becomes a success, then if you're a real gamer who's into everything like
Yeah.
myself, you would be completely what's the word? I can't think of the word.
I can't help you.
Oh dear,
In 6,
lost my
in the kids'
words.
separate adventures,
But yes, if
face their
a
battles
console
with
does
fears
well,
across
sometimes
all
that's
8
it. You'll be
chapters,
alienated.
including
Like I'm pretty much being alienated by the Switch because I've played all these games on other systems.
Each resident is
But because it's doing well, all these companies are coming in and wanting to re-release their games on the system.
Yeah.
Hopefully try and sell them again. Well, I've played them all, or the ones I want to play at least.
Do you know what I just forgot?
What?
I was focusing on the Insane Trilogy,
Little Nightmares Complete Edition.
and I completely forgot that the Switch was a home console.
Did you-
Just for a second, I was like, I would have no desire to play that on a big TV.
Coming to Nintendo Switch.
Ah, another port.
We're excited to announce that South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming.
To be fair, I did want to play this.
Do you know what's funny? There'll be loads of people online today who pretend to be really excited about all of this.
Anytime, anywhere for the very
There's been
first
vaguely interesting moments because really, like the fact that Sony of all people are actually allowing Crash to go
all
onto
of
the
this stuff
Nintendo
is
system.
exciting for the distant future, I would say.
Yeah.
Because if the Switch is going to get this massive, ridiculous library, give it 5 years, when they're all like £10 each, these games, on a handheld, that won't be a bad experience when I'm like globetrotting around the world, to be honest. If they make a Switch with a better battery life.
Oh, sorry.
DLC 2 from Dusk Till Casa Bonita will be available at launch.
2 DLC packs.
And DLC 3 Bring the Crunch will tell an additional story when it releases later this year.
But those would be on the PS4 anyway, won't they?
They would.
And
But
Xbox One.
what I'm saying is like,
On Nintendo Switch, April
usually when you get the ports like this,
You get
they
the
give you the
DLC.
whole lot,
Yeah,
and they haven't done that.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.
I've got no interest in this, really.
we talked about this before.
Yeah, I've got no interest in
Quick
this.
moment for a release date announcement. The heroes in
Although maybe I'll give it a go, maybe.
are about to
It's an old game again, it's just a Switch a Wii U game, so I say
Yeah.
we should talk about something completely different. I don't want to give it any time. Oh, they're good, they're ignoring it.
What's that?
I would say I don't want to talk about it, but they
They don't want to talk about it either. Okay, that's fine.
Arms fans, don't miss
Oh,
this.
God.
Do you have arms fans? Didn't know that.
The arms
Well, I'm a fan of my
will
own arms,
extend in
'cause they're
addition to
handy.
all you hardcore
I am not a
fans
fan of
who
Nintendo
play the
arms.
game,
No, me
enjoying
neither.
all the added characters and stages, and going online to play the new Party Crash mode. We're happy to
But what
announce
is this?
the ARMS US and Canada Online Open. Prelims will take place in the game's online ranked match mode from March 8th to March 18th. 8 top players.
If you
will
lived
then
in the
move on to
United
the
States,
online
would you be
finals
excited
March
about
31st.
this?
All
Yes,
finalists
because
will
they've been
receive a
brainwashed by
custom
Nintendo. They seem to get excited about
No,
everything.
no, if
Nintendo
you
say.
lived in
Oh,
the
if I
United
did,
States.
no, but I wouldn't
No.
live in the United States. I'm not that lowbrow.
Stay tuned for our social channels for more details in the
They're going to be
coming
streaming
weeks.
it as well.
If you're not an ARMS fan just yet, well, we have good news. On March 31st, we'll be hosting a 3-day test punch. Download this demo event from Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. Play for free.
It's alright, the limited space that I have on my
Should we
Switch.
pretend that we're really excited
On March
about this like all of the other
21st,
YouTubers?
producer
Like,
Kosuke Ibuki will discuss the development of ARMS at the Game Developers Conference. And Hisashi Nogami will present...
Does that make it more
separately on the
watchable?
Splatoon
I look a bit like Macaulay Culkin.
that's how they all watch it, don't they? Like this.
Inkopolis News Bulletin. It's update time.
I don't like Splatoon either.
Neither do I. Again, we wouldn't like it because we're not Japanese. It's a game designed for the Japanese market. They're obsessed with it.
Version 3.0 is coming.
Not culturally appropriate game,
No.
like we said about a lot of these titles.
Yeah. The sushi one took the biscuit though, really.
It did.
Means fresh looks, just in time for spring.
A game specifically about, so it's like Fruit Ninja, but sushi.
Plus, more stages. Piranha Pit.
I mean, I know sushi's been getting relatively popular in
And the high
inner cities
skilled
with
spot
hipsters,
Yeah, my
but
brother doesn't stop eating it.
Wahoo
yeah,
World.
well, he's hipsterish now, isn't he?
What?
He's a surfer.
Is he getting there? Yeah.
Rank X is here. Rank X is an extreme rank. Even higher than S+. More details are coming
I
soon.
don't even want to produce a video about this video. It's gonna be so hard.
Callie will appear
It
in
is.
Octo Canyon.
You can't steal my footage. This is mine.
I don't want it. It says it's depressing.
The world of Splatoon 2 continues to evolve, so don't miss out.
Oh, yeah, I've got no interest in this. I'm not going to make too many comments slating it because people do like it. I don't think it's an awful
I've not
game.
given enough time.
I
of
think
day
it's
to
not to
judge.
my taste.
I've not given it enough time of day to even judge.
Hmm. Okay, what's next?
Is it still Splatoon?
Well, it could be. It looks like it could still be Splatoon. Yeah, that's definitely an inkling. That's
You
what
have an
they're called.
inkling.
I have an inkling. That's an inkling. Yes. Why are they trying to? Is it just me, or are they almost trying to sexualise that?
That does see what it looks like, doesn't it? Which, that's what I mean. It's not culturally appropriate, is it?
No.
We do not sexualise children in the West.
Children.
Well, at least we're not.
No. But in Japan, they
They
both
do.
sexualise children and things with tentacles.
They do. They sexualise everything, to be honest.
It's. Does this really need this much time? This is eating up a lot of interesting, like, court news that we could.
This
be
is the
getting.
last minute.
Is it really? Was this the big? This wasn't the big thing, was it?
I don't even understand. Do you understand? What's going on?
Not really.
I really don't understand what's going on.
It's not some kind of RPG, is it?
I don't know.
This looks like some kind of Splatoon RPG.
This looks like Splatoon to me, but
Well, no, because it's not team-based battles, is it? This looks like an an RPG of some kind.
no, could you get single levels in Splatoon? There's a single player campaign.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't played that much. I didn't like the gameplay physics enough to wanna.
I don't
Is
really understand.
Is it a DLC?
I genuinely don't understand what's going on though, because they've not actually given any context to what's going on.
Unless we missed it because we were talking over it, maybe. But we were only talking at the start of this for a little while. Octo. DLC. It's DLC. Look at the bottom. Full version of the game required to use DLC. It's an expansion.
Hello, Squid Research Lab here. So, how was it? You just got a sneak peek at the first paid downloadable content for Splatoon 2.
Well, they asked.
New single-player
How was it?
Octo expansion.
Underwhelming.
You'll play as
I wasn't
the lead
even whelmed.
character who looks like an Octoling. She wakes up on the platform of a dark subway station without her memories. Looks like some kind of shady underground test facility. In this massive subterranean
It's shit
world,
Portal.
there are 80 of these test facilities connected by.
It's shit Portal.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You'll depart from the station.
Did you know they're obsessed with this game in Japan? Hence why they're pushing it so much.
Agent 8 and her talents.
Oh, tentacles explains it, doesn't
Tentacles.
it? They put tentacles everywhere in this game. That does explain it, doesn't it?
Shed light on beloved characters. You may think you know everything about
All like the whole of Japan is having happy accents in their pants,
and so
and
does the lore.
the rest of the world's just like.
Escape from these twisted
Don't
depths,
understand.
and you'll be able to join multiplayer matches as an Octoling. We hope you enjoy this fresh perspective. Since Octa means 8 in Latin,
Really?
that means
Didn't know that.
2018 is the year of the Octoling. Splatoon 2 Octo expansion will launch this summer. After today's Nintendo Direct, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion will be available for advanced purchase in Nintendo eShop. With this purchase, Splatoon 2 owners will immediately receive Octo-themed in-game gear to use in battle today.
That's depressing.
Thank you, Squid
Is that
Research
it?
Lab.
No.
Hopefully Splatoon 2 will continue to splatter our expectations.
You bet!
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
That's it.
Oh, well, actually, we have one more.
Okay. It better be good.
Let's take a look at our last video for
This is
today.
Mario Maker, isn't it?
Come on. This looks like considerably more Splatoon.
Splatoon 3!
Is it really?
I don't know, it probably is.
Or,
isn't it?
no, it can't.
I told you the chaps love it, so it wouldn't
What about
surprise me.
Smash?
Oh, you could be right. Yeah, you probably are right.
Maybe Smash? I'm
Yeah,
hoping
it
Smash.
does look very like a Smash trailer, doesn't it? I think you're right.
Could it be?
Yeah, you're right. You've called it. And now some Mario or something's going to punch her in the face, or someone like that.
Do you think I'm right?
You're right, I think. See?
Yes!
He was right.
To be fair, I'm excited by this.
But is it just a port of the last Smash with some extra characters? That's what it's going to be, isn't it? It's just going to be the old Smash.
Please don't kill my high expectations of a new Smash. Is this it? Is that everything that we're going to find out? So Smash Brothers... something?
It's not even telling you whether it's a port or not.
To be honest, it's probably not. I think they would have announced it as a port if it was going to be a port.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do. Okay. Is that officially everything? Yeah, that's everything. Right, so we can have a very brief talk, because I know in a moment we're going to have an in-depth... Well, you're planning on, although I don't know how well it's going to go, an in-depth talk about this on Top Hat Gaming Man. But... let's have a really brief thing about the things that we vaguely got excited about as an overview. What can you actually remember?
I remember laughing that they're re-releasing really old games from the DS and the GameCube on the 3DS, which is a dated console in itself.
So
I found that amusing.
Yeah, so Luigi's Mansion was something that's vaguely memorable.
Bowser's Inside Story, the Mario RPG as well.
But for being pointless. Like, it's memorable, but not for a good reason.
Well, there was that. I remember a really ugly RPG by Square Enix.
Yeah. Although, but it had potential. Didn't we agree that?
Wasn't it? Well, it could be good. We don't know. A lot of RPGs are good. So
yeah. But again, a decent turn-based RPG is what the Switch is calling out for, I think.
They're bringing out Toad's Treasure Tracker again. They're bringing out South Park Fractured Hole again.
Yeah, Fractured Butthole.
They're bringing out...
with extra paid-for DLCs that you can get everywhere else anyway, it seems. But it's there, I suppose. So it's not even like a complete definitive version or anything. Smash was the big one.
It was too vague, though. They've never told me... I don't trust them at this stage to not just port the game over with some new characters.
Yeah, I really want to say that I think old Smash is too old to port.
But it's a Wii U game, and they love porting over Wii U games.
But they have been doing it so much, and
it was already a perfect game. It was already a perfect game, and their assumption was most people didn't play it on the Wii U, so we might as well just...
If they poured it over, I think that the Switch with the online capabilities and the fact that lots of people own it and it's going to be a big blockbuster game means that it could improve the game slightly with a load of extra maps, like playable maps with extra playable characters. To be honest, I don't think it needs that many extra playable characters. I cannot see myself playing as a Inkling or an Octoling or whatever.
To be fair, the last version of Smash had 49 characters.
Yeah, I don't think there needs many more. Maybe one more to even it out to 50.
Well, we know what they're putting. They're putting the Inklings. They're putting those stupid ARMS characters.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if you chuck Captain Toad in there.
Yeah, possibly.
What's it called? The main character in Xenoblade 2. They chuck him in there, I'll gather.
Yeah, possibly.
Pauline wouldn't surprise me from Donkey Kong and Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
So, there's lots of obvious characters.
I don't know what starting now. Is this going back to the start? We're not going to... Oh, this is just Smash again. It's just talking about old Smash. Right, we'll get rid of this and we'll do some kind of vague outro to get...
Okay, so we're saying bye to everyone.
We're going to say bye to that. And we're going to do some vague outro.
Yes, let us know what you thought of the Nintendo Direct. We're going to be analysing it in more detail on the Top Hat Gaming Man channel. However, the Top Hat Gaming Man channel probably brought you to this video, bearing in mind this channel is a lot smaller. But if by some vague chance you did stumble across it first on Top Hat Chat, come and look at our in-depth analysis on Top Hat Gaming Man. So, either way, let us know your thoughts on this Direct. I don't know what to think. I can't even be angry because it's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special. We didn't really expect anything special. Literally, the only thing that got me really excited was the potential of Crash. I think it's got. Do you reckon Crash will be in Smash?
No, but that'd be cool. That would be very, very cool. But I don't see it happening. I don't know.
It's possible. I mean,
maybe Cloud is in Smash.
I did know that. Yeah. I did know that. So I mean, there wasn't a lot really to talk about. Nothing interesting apart from more ports, and the fact that everybody is literally going to be saying how great this is.
Okay.
Apart from us,
probably. Let us know what you think in the comment section. You're probably strange enough to think it's great, aren't you? So yes, cheerio.